Capricorn, you are up. Mid-month September read for you starts out with a split of Wheel of Fortune and Nine of Swords. So, essentially, there was something you're stressing out about, giving you nightmares, keeping you up at night, or you're concerned, worried, and anxious about it, and it's interrupting your sleep. It's about moving on from the deception and the betrayal and having that karmic cycle turn. There is someone you want to say something to. I get the feeling that this is a distant hurt. This is something that happened some time ago that you've not gotten over. Doesn't have to be romantic, can be family, can be friends, can be children, can be parents, something of that nature, because it interrupted the Ten of Cups, that happy family situation. So let me see here what's going on with you guys. Ace of Wands. An offer from the divine of passion. However, for something that will bring you great joy. It's great passion for something. But what the obstacle to this is achieving that Nine of Cups, that self-love, self-esteem. So there is something that you were destined to do. You've got the Death here. Let me just tilt this camera down a little bit so you can see better. Death card here in the subconscious. So basically there's been a rebirth and a transformation of self, and the situation that you had found yourself in. I think you're coming out of a situation where there was a real scarcity of resources, but you're out of that situation now. And you actually have some abundance. You guys are working hard. Either making coin or, generating more. You have enough. Interesting. Because it was a problem before, it's not now. Seems to be enough to go around. You also have the Two of Swords here in the near future. So this is about making a decision. Not knowing which way to turn. Not knowing what you want. Five of Swords. I'm going to go through each of these cards again. There's just a story coming to life here that I'm trying to... okay. All right. A couple of things going on in this. It's actually a kind of jumbled reading in that there's more than one thing happening here. So on the download, there was someone from the past that is still involved with you in your life that was lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving you, or taking advantage of you somehow. But you somewhat looked the other way. And it disrupted the family harmony. And you would like to have a conversation with them, but you're unable to right now. That's the first story. The second story is that there is a passion for something new in your environment that has come in. And, that expression of lit a fire under your ass kind of thing. That's what you're thinking about right now. There's like a lack of self-confidence here as to whether or not you can actually make something out of this. Now, in your conscious mind, you think, I could do this. I could work on this. I could make this come to fruition. And in the subconscious mind, you have had a transformation from this mindset of scarcity, However, you're still indecisive about whether to go after this, what's been presented to you as a passion. And you will know what that thing is, what that opportunity is that I'm talking about. In your attitude, you've got Seven of Cups in the reverse. So Seven of Cups is about being confused and not knowing what you want. But I think you know what you want now. What you want to do, what you want to focus your time on, what you want to work on. That's becoming more clear to you. It's really more the lack of self-confidence. Like, can I bring this to its full potential? Just me on my own. In your environment, there's a Five of Swords. There's someone who likes to win at all costs, who wants things to go their way, and who will say what is necessary to make sure that happens, even if other people leave feeling defeated and deflated and demoralized, okay? And perhaps you're getting some feedback about not going after this opportunity that is undermining your confidence here as well, in addition to your own voices in your own head, because we also got Nine of Swords. Now, in your hopes and fears is this happy family. See, this was on the split too. A lot of this was on the split. So you want harmony in the home. You want peace. You want that emotional abundance that comes with the Ten of Cups. But in order to get to the Ten of Cups, you realize that you have to have something that is yours and for yourself. That is just yours, that brings you self-satisfaction, that you don't share with anybody else necessarily. It's just your little fiefdom. You know what I mean? Your thing that you do. I'm going to give you an example. It may not be your example, but let's say an opportunity came in for you to sell your artwork and you'd been painting for years and someone said, oh, I'd like you to put that in my gallery. And then you're like, well, it's going to cost money and stuff to get the materials that I need to keep this going. If you really want me to feature other artwork in your gallery, I don't know if I can do that, but I'm willing to work on it. And I know I can put in the work and I know really that I could achieve it. And, I do have more than I used to have before. There has been a transformation in my life. I don't really live in this mindset of scarcity. Yet, I don't know that I have the confidence in myself to meet your expectations. And so I'm indecisive here about which way I should go, which decision I should choose. These are the same swords showing up in that Nine of Swords. Because I want to maintain the family peace and the family harmony, although there's someone in the family who disagrees with me doing this. Maybe they need me, and I can't devote this time and energy and this resource of myself to myself in this way. But I do know what I want, and I'm not confused anymore. Your final outcome is justice, though, guys. So this is a fair and equitable decision that turns the karmic wheel, right? This is a lesson for you to go through this and to realize that you can manifest the things that, are presented to you as your life's purpose or your passion. You also get the Hierophant at the bottom. And that's rules and tradition and society, right? So I think there's something at play here with this whole family role. Like, what is my role here? And having subscribed to rules and saying, I'm going to do something a little different than what I'm used to. Ordinarily, this can also be a card of marriage. So again, maybe there is some disruption here with a significant other because you want to go after this. So I'm going to put this Nine of Cups here because this is really what we want to achieve, right? And the passion here. And then I'm going to put the Pentacles up here so that when I get other cards on top of it, you guys can still see this, okay? All right, I'm going to get some clarification for you guys. No? Light seers? Okay. Let's take light seers for you guys. What is it that you're working on, Capricorn? Because whatever it is, it's intended to be there for a reason, okay? Seven of Cups, again, you're clear on what you want. You see the repeaters here, guys? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. You're no longer confused about what it is that you want. Gain some clarity here. This is about someone coming back and not coming back. And this is that conversation we had earlier on the split. So this is for some of you. This is for some Capricorns. there's a person who hasn't returned from the past, and it was a toxic situation. And that is also something that is coming up right now, and I'm not sure why. You'll have to tell me in the comments below. But it's like you've not let go of this person walking away or this person not coming back. King of Pentacles, that's for you. That is more about building your foundation for you and yours. A financial foundation out of this passion here. It's a masculine energy. It's going after that, right? Going for it. Working hard and getting it, right? This is about being the alpha too. See the wolf beside him? It's that alpha mentality around work and building foundation. And the wheel here. The wheel is about to turn here, guys. I'm going to put these guys over here. We'll keep an eye on them. But I want to know what's going on with this passion situation here. So the karmic wheel is supposed to turn with this. You're supposed to gain some self-confidence here and come to realize more of your true self through acting upon these things that you're passionate about. Seven of Swords. So, you know, that's about setting boundaries with other people that are appropriate, you know, and not having set boundaries here. And I almost feel like that's with this person who hasn't come back, not having really set the boundaries that need to be set. High Priestess, you have an inner knowing about this situation here with this work situation. What's this? Strength. This is conquering your inner demons, right? This is ego and pride. Maybe that has to do with this. Maybe it has to do over here. Sometimes our ego and our pride won't allow us to understand where we've made mistakes in the past here and not setting boundaries, etc., right? It also can have us thinking that the stories that we tell ourselves are true. Now, we did get the Seven of Swords in that split. And so we're talking about lying, cheating, deceiving. That can also be the self, right? I'm the better person because I did X, Y, Z. I'm a good person because I let them do this and that, right? I let them stay. I let them whatever. I help them out, right? And sometimes our sense of self comes from that aspect of it. But that's really not about. That's really more about like not setting proper boundaries around what needs to be established here. So make sure that you're not leaning on that. I'm a good person because I allowed this person to have what they wanted, what they needed, even if it was at your own expense, right? You've got the moon here, so you've got hidden things going on. This is kind of like let it flow, but we'll see here. And then we get the Eight of Cups, Eight of Vessels. That is a walking away. So I think whether or not you're in contact with this individual or not, I think that you're going to have to let go of what you want and walk away to choose this. I think there's a choice here. Either continuing down the same road with people like this in your life who are takers, right? Who are toxic to you, who come and go when it suits them, yes, who are not loyal, who leave you wondering what the heck is going on, who undermine your own strength, right? And give you this wounded ego here of like, what did I do? You're going to have to either walk away from them and choose yourself here with the Nine of Cups to pursue your own passion, to work hard on something that is fulfilling to you, that will bring you great prosperity, right? And that you have a lot of passion for, so that the next cycle of your life can begin. Or you can stick with this and let things continue. We always have free will. I think the Justice card, the final outcome here, is saying that you're going to choose you. Out of these two of swords that you have, which decision should I make? I think most of you are going to choose this. Now, that doesn't mean that if you choose this other thing, you can't unchoose it at some point. You always can make a different decision, right? But will the passion for this and the opportunities that are being presented to you here still be around? I don't know. Yeah. If you choose this, you're not going to reach out here. You're not going to reach out, even though that's been a question. I don't think therein lies your source of happiness, right? In going backwards. Even though it's difficult, I think you're going to have to choose this option if you want to get to this 9 of Cups and then eventually to this 10 of Cups, right? This is justice time, guys. We're going into Libra season. Libra is represented by the scales of justice. Interesting. Okay. Let's get some cards for you guys. Take some moonology here and see how this passion project is going to work out for you guys. For those of you who choose that. I don't even think I'm going to speak to the other option because I think you already know what's coming down the pike. I think you've lived it before. I think you've been there before. I don't see that whatever transpired in the past is going to change from this. Because we've got the Sun in reverse, right? So, let's see what's going to transpire for those who follow their passion to do something different this time. And choose themselves and their passion and what will provide them with foundation. For those who decide to step it up there, prosperity lies ahead, guys. Prosperity lies ahead. I'm not going to give you the bad news on the other side because you already know what it is. I don't need to. Numerology. Let's get that Capricorn. Okay, one more, please. All right, Spirit, can you tell us about this passion project? Spiritual partnership. Maybe this is something you're embarking on with your significant other. Personal growth. We've got 2 sevens here too, guys. A lot of sevens. You notice that? A lot of sevens. Lots of 8s, which is infinity, which is, continuous cycle. And a lot of 7s. Lucky 7. Spiritual partnership. Maybe this, sometimes when you stand up for yourself and what you believe in and what you want, and you set boundaries, it can make you more romantically attractive. You also get love and financial discipline. Yeah, we can see the financial discipline here, right? Maybe this makes you and your partnership strong with who you're with. Love of self, for sure, and personal growth here by following your own choices. Love of self, personal growth, financial discipline, spiritual partnership, justice. Sounds about right. Right? Okay. What are we going to get for an oracle card? What do you want me to take, Spirit? Sacred Earth. Okay. Odd, but okay. Haven't done this in a while. Haven't used these in a while. But I shall. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what we got. Listen and gain clarity. Listen to your intuition and gain clarity. Yeah, I think you know what you want. So I think it's just going to be a matter of strategizing and planning it out, right? What the steps are going to be to get there. Sometimes if you just write down the steps of how you're going to get there, that can make all the difference. Discernment. So discernment, this card actually represents being discerning about who you associate with, who you have in your sphere, who you share your life with, what music you listen to, what movies you watch, what things you participate in. Everything affects your vibration. Everything. Everything you say and do and think and expose yourself to changes your vibration. So if there's something negative from the past that is knocking on your door, when you open that, you're choosing to expose yourself to that negativity, to that drama, to that low vibe, to that frequency, which in turn will lower your vibe and your frequency. Make sense? It's like when you listen to really negative ads on TV, or you listen to like politics on TV, or you listen to something that just drains all the energy, the life force out of you, right? When you listen to music that's just screaming, angry music, you start feeling angry. When you start listening to happy music, you start feeling like you're in a better mood. Everything you expose yourself to, books, TV, music, people especially, change you, right? But that's your choice because you're choosing to expose yourself to them. So Spirit is saying here, be careful on this decision. Have some discernment here about what it is you're really doing when you open that door to that person. Because you're allowing them into your life and their energy will change your energy. Does that make sense? I think it probably does, right? Okay. I'm going to get a final piece of advice here from Wisdom Oracle because I think there's probably something here to round out this reading. It's pretty short and sweet. It's one path or the other. There are two paths you can go by. But in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on, right? Led Zeppelin. Yep. Enlightenment. Milk and honey. I think, being the alpha, going after the coin, building the foundation is not just about the money. It's about the passion. It's about pursuing your passions and lighting yourself up from the inside. Time for a nap. Looks like you need a little rest, though. I think once you deal with this other person, you're going to need to take a little bit of time. But that can be time well spent, right? Sometimes when we rejuvenate ourselves, we have better ideas and more clarity. Fork in the road. This is definitely a fork in the road decision, guys. You or that. You've been down that road before. Where did it get you the last time? How did your life turn out from choosing that path the last time? Okay? It's not just about them. It's not about how you're seen or perceived by them or other people in the family, in the workplace, whatever it is for you. It's also about how you felt emotionally when that was going on, right? What your life was like, what your mental situation was like in that environment. Have discernment. Use discernment here. Discernment. Okay? Fork in the road. Blessings. So, this is your choice, You are blessed. There are blessings coming here. Blessings coming. Right? This is your justice here. But the fork in the road decision is up to you. Do you go back or do you move forward? Okay? That's what I have for you guys, Capricorn. I hope that helped you guys tonight. If it did, hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Hit the notification bell. and hit the all on that notification bell. You'll only be notified when I say your name, which is so bizarre, but that's just the way YouTube is working right now. I'm not sure why they do it that way. Much love and light, and I will talk to you guys for the October reading shortly, and maybe next weekend. That will be my guess. Yeah, next weekend for October. Okay? All right. Take care, guys. Bye.